afternoon, good morning, good evening. This is DCE110 lab session. I want to use this opportunity to cover some of the things that we are having challenge in the lab. I want to emphasize the following. We are now in Autocad, and I'll share my screen. I've already started the AutoCAD. Started the AutoCAD. The AutoCAD. Started the AutoCAD. The AutoCAD screens. Okay. Now I'm starting from scratch. If you are well experienced, you start from scratch, but I want to start from the wizard that I tried in the class so that you will all be able to understand what we did in the class. So the advanced setup is okay. Okay, let me do another screen share. Okay, I've been able to share the screen again. When you click on the advanced setup, you are taken to this place. You start with the units, select at least one decimal place, click next for the unit. The angle decimal degree is acceptable. Click next. This one is degree millisecond, grad, radians of year, so we use decimal degree. Angle measure start from east to north to west to south. If you want to be from the north, you pick from that, from west, from south. But it's the east is the default, and it's the, I think it seems to be the normal drawing. Next, we move to the angle direction. You select the orientation for angle measurement. Counterclockwise, it goes this way, while the clockwise goes this way. So we normally use counterclockwise. Then here you look at the area. If you want to use, want to draw a drawing that will take 12 by 9 meters, you put this. Now you already have the idea of the unit in mind. In AutoCAD, as I explained in the class, the user is the one to determine the units. Okay, like in the drawing I have in my hand, that is the assignment I'm trying to illustrate how to do. The maximum length, width is about 300, and the height is about 100. So that cannot work with this. So this seems to be in centimeter. So I need to specify something in centimeters. So my width, I can use the 420, as we discussed in the class, by 297. And now I click finish. Now with this, I should be able to let me see whether okay. Let me see. Let me stop the share to see. Okay. It's still working. Let me do another share. Let me share another. Okay, I'm sharing now. Okay, I'll turn on the video so that you can see the screen very well. Now, this is just the Autocad screen. This is your interface. Remember that if you don't see this menu, you can hide and show the menu bar here. If you hide it, it will disappear. If you don't see it, come here and you see show. See now it has disappeared. Now it's good for you to show it so that you can use any of the tools that are not displaying the ribbon. Now these are the ribbons. Okay, in the home you see the ribbons. Is insert, annotate, parameter, view, parametric. Then you have the view, manage, output, adding all these other ones. Now home is the default. If you don't see it here, go back to home and click. Now we also have this file menu. We have the menu bar to replicate the to be able to show us the backward compatibility. We have the edit, we have the view, we have the insert, we have the format, the tools. These are the things available here in the tools. The draw, this is where you have access to your modeling, 3D line. Ray is used for helping you to align objects or to use to erase. Is a line that starts from a point and extends to infinity. A construction line is a line that starts from a point and extends to infinity on both sides. We have multi-line here, we have polyline, we have a 3D polyline, we have polygon, rectangle, helix, arc, and all these things that I've mentioned earlier. Now, dimensioning, this is where we do our dimensioning, linear, align, arc, length, coordinate, radius, and all these multi-leader, just here. And dimension style is where we change our dimension settings. Modify is where we do some modification, trim, and all that. Parametric is where parametric constraints are applied, and we have windows, help, and express. Now quickly, I just want to finish this drawing. Now what I want to do is to be able to get my drawing space of 420 by 297. So let me put my orthogonal mode on so that I will not be moving up and down. Now let me type 420. In case you have the challenge that it will go off the screen, it's expected because I will need to configure the extent of my drawing extent. So I need to press enter, right click, I'll click zoom, I'll right click again, I'll click zoom extent. So now you can see that my line has come out now. You can see, okay, with this, I've been able to configure that. So what I can do is to probably start another line and, from here, I can now type 420 easily. Can you see now? I can type 297. Okay. And then I can come out here, 420. You move direction where you want your line to go. And then here, I can just end up here. Or I can say, I can right click and say close, so it will end up there. So I can delete this one that is not useful, select and delete from your keyboard. Now I can now right click and say zoom. I can say zoom extend. Now this is the screen. This is the full extent of the screen. This is 420 by 297. To be able to take my screen, my drawing, because the maximum I have is about 300. So this is making allowance for every other thing, the dimensioning and other things. Now this is a layout. Now this is, you want to see the layout, you click on the layout. We will have the model space I'm drawing now. This is the layout. It will show you, okay, let me come out of zoom first. If I click on layout, it will show how it will look like when you want to print. So the layout is actually to show like when you're going to print, okay? So let me go back to my model space. Now, discover that this is our UCS. Now, if I don't want this UCS to be here as an obstruction, I can go to tools. I can go to I can go to new UCS. I can go to origin, and I can specify probably origin here. So that is my new origin. I press enter here as the new origin. So I press escape for that. Now, if I do zoom extend, okay, it will not obstruct me. So you can see it's here now. I can exit the zoom command. Now from here now I can easily move to draw my my work, the work that I need to do. That is the assignment. Okay. I was already explained the use of layers. So let me quickly do that. Now this is the layer property here. Then we have to launch the, you can see layer 0 is created by default. Now I want to launch layer property manager so that I can create more layers. Okay. Aha. Now this is the layer property manager. The first one here is for you to create new layer. Layer 0 is by default, so layer 1 is created where I'm going to put my drawing. Now layer 2, I will change it to my construction layer, where I will put rough work on, which I can turn off anytime I'm finished. So I can change the color here. Let me change it to probably something that will be, I can easily delete. Let me change it to this. Any of the red color can be okay. Although I've not finished, let me see if I can still create another layer called dimension layer. Now dimension layer is where I hope to put my dimensions. So, and it's good to also make it to be a different color so that it can be different from the other. So now I can now access all the layers I've created from here. Okay, layer 0 is where I've put the boundary, the 420 by 297 rectangle I drew. Now I'm going to change to layer 1 so that all my drawing will be in layer 1. Okay. What happened? I want to change to layer 1. Sorry. I want to change to layer 1. So I'm trying to change the color. When you click on the color, you will change, but I'm just trying to change to layer 1. Now quickly, I want to draw this 100 by 200 by 100 and all that. So I'm going to put that on layer 1. Quickly, I pick on, let me close this. I pick on segmented lines. You can use segmented line to do that. You start from a place where you can easily get a good point. Now I can move up. Now I type 100 from the keyboard, press enter, so that is 100. Now I tap 200 here from the keyboard, that is 200. Now look up here, I need to draw a line that is 150-degree inclined to the 200 line, and that line will be 100 units. So, and now you can see my orthogonal mode is obstructing my movement. So I come here to take away my orthogonal mode, I turn it off. Now my line can now move freely. From here now, you see I can type 100. Now because there is 100, but I need to tab, okay? So it just locked it to be 100, but I need to tab so that I can get the 150 line. So I need the 150 angle, sorry. So this is 100 by 150. Now the other line that is there, you can see that it's not specified. So, but from our knowledge of trigonometry, we can deduce that the angle there is going to be 30, and the other one will be 60. So that means the angle here will be 60, while this length is not known. So I'm going to just make sure that I finish. I just select any amount. I just type something. Let me just type something like 100. Then I tab so that I can have 60 here. So this is 60 that I need there. Because this is 30 down. Yeah, this is 60 here, that will be 60. The angle, alternate angle will be 60. So so that is that. I will stop there because I don't know where it will meet the line I want to draw now. So the next thing is to start drawing my my other lines that are segmented. I'll pick, you can see the endpoint is on here. Now I can also do shift right click to do what we call the object snap override. Object snaps are very, very good for you to snap to endpoint, midpoint, intersection, apparent, and all that, center, quadrant. These are going to help. This will help you not to be struggling to locate a point. It will snap to it automatically. So so now I want to just escape that. So I'll pick a point, I'll pick a line. So I will just have the endpoint already selected. Now you can see when I begin to have this problem to know whether my line is straight or not, just enable the orthogonal mode so you can be having your perfect straight line. So the first segment there is 30. It's good to follow the segmentation because it's going to help you in completing the drawing properly. The next segment is 35. Just start 35, press enter. Okay, that's 35. The next segment is 65. I'm very fast. I want to finish the video on time. 65, just consider. The next segment is 75. Okay, this is the next segment. So the remaining one, there was not specified. So I'm going to just find a way to stop somewhere around here. I'll press enter so that now it has crossed the line. So all I want to do now is to be able to get this line to cross and I want to lengthen or shrink this line. Okay, you can use stretch stroke lengthen to bring this line to the intersection. Now, wait, before this, I will need to right click and say intersection so that it will help me to really get that. So I'm going to hold it when it turns to red, and I'm going to bring it to intersection. Now I'm having a problem here. I'll click there. Now you can see because I'm having orthogonal on, so I have a problem to get that. So I can turn off my orthogonal mode. Orthogonal mode is just like your set square, so that you can draw vertically straight and horizontally straight lines. Now after that, you can escape to undo to remove the selection for the other line. Now the next one is to select this one. Now my intersection is already on. I click on that. When it turns red, now I want to, when you hold down your this thing and move it to the intersection and stop there. Okay. Now escape. Now you have been able to, no, it has not done very well. Can you see? So this is where I have problem. You have to move to the extreme intersection. Okay. Click down and move it to that point. Yes. Oh, no. It has not. Uh, okay, this is where we have problem. Okay, let me stretch it again. Okay, I have to on orthogonal mode. Let me stretch it. Okay. Now, what I'm trying to do here, maybe this intersection may help me. Maybe I will need to do this again. I'm zooming and I'm panning here. I want to see what is happening, because at times you need to look at the end so that you'll be able to get exactly what is wrong. This is okay. I want to move it to that point. Okay, which it has done there. Now I pan by pressing down the roller, the wheel on the top of my mouse, as I've already explained before. Now I'm going to click on this also, bring it down. Now I want to be on that point. Okay, it's there now. Good. So this is a perfect stretch or trim or lengthening. You can also use trimming, which I don't want to introduce now. Trimming is a bit complex, but trimming can also be very, very useful when you are doing this. Now with this, now I can easily, I've finished on layer one. Let me turn to my construction layer so that I'll be able to get the centers of all the things I need and all the circuits. So just for you to understand briefly, you can see I will use normal line to do that. Okay, from here to here is from here to here. I will just probably stop here so that it will not cross over. I'll right click and say repeat line. From here to here is going to be here to here. So I can actually say right click. I can say endpoint, so as to make it very now endpoint will take effect now. Okay, so this is endpoint. Okay, just trying to get right click, repeat line. The endpoint of this is here, where I'm going to get my base in my center of my circle. Right click again, get this. I get another endpoint here, and these are just my rough work on my construction layer, so as I can turn it off when I finish the work. And the next thing is I will still use my construction line. I will still use a line to get the midpoint. This is what we call the override. Yes, I get the midpoint on this line. So when I snap there, I can now see that is it. When you are able to get passing through that, that means you have already gotten the dimension correctly. Now this is just the rough work for work. So I'm going to draw a polyline that will go through these 2 points with about 20 diameter. So I will need to come back to my layer, but before then, let me try to get where to start. From here to here, I need I need about 10, and then so something like that. So this is, and then up there will be 10 also. So if I pick the polyline from here, before then, let me change back to my layer 1. Now let me pick the polyline. Now when you pick this point, you pick the point. Now turn off your orthogonal mode so that you can be free. Then you press A for arc. Okay. How would the arc be? The arc, should it be radius? Normally, it's going to be diameter by default. So I'm going to type 20 because 10 plus 10. Yes. Sorry, sorry about that. I have to. Sorry about that. I have to share my screen again so that where I stop. Sorry, let me undo that. U is for undo. Okay. Now let me use orthogonal mode to help me get a straight line here. Okay, a straight line has to be about 35. That is 35. Then from here, I have to turn to arc A, and then from there, I can just accept 20 as the diameter, and then I turn back to L for length. And here, what I need is just to right click and say close. So that has finished that for me. Okay. Now, to make things better, I can do draw points, single point. I come to format, I come to point style. I can put this this mark as my point style, and I can put a point style here, and another. I can repeat point, another point here. Okay, and the same thing I can repeat another point here. Let me. Okay, another point here, just to help me. Okay, so so far so good. The remaining ones you can do that, but let me just quickly do it for. I've taught you how to do dimension. Let me just quickly do it. If I can finish up now. Circle. I come to the circle. Okay. This is the diameter. By default, I'll just type 70, and that. No. That is one. Sorry. Let me undo. Okay. Now. Okay. Okay. The point style I want to do. There's another. Let me see reset input. Point. I can pick point. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is to do a circle here of diameter. Okay. Radius. So specific. Okay. Radius is default. I have to type D for diameter. Okay. Now this is diameter. It's now 70. So this is the correct one. The other one was 70 radius, and it will be 140 diameter. Now the next circle, I can right click and say repeat circle. I get the point from this place, and then this is supposed to be radius 20. So radius is the default. I'll just type 20 as my radius. So that is that, and that will be 40 diameter. So this is the main thing here. I don't want this video to be too long because of uploading. Now I'm going to just do quick dimension. From here, I'm going to do linear, and I'm just going to check here and check here. Now you can see you're not able to see this thing because it's a bit tiny. Okay, So this allows me to do the dimension style from dimension. You can, or from format. You can also get dimension style. Okay. Now, what you're going to do here is going to say modify. Here, text height can make it to be about say 4. Click on any of these things so that you can see it. Okay. And then my arrow also, I need to make it to be about 3. Click on something so that you can see it showing. Probably I may make it to be 4. Click here to see, okay, it's showing better. The text, line, the text is 4. It's text that I specified it for 4. Probably let me make it 5 so that it will be more visible. Okay, then fit and primary unit. This okay. So these are the settings. Click. These are the things. Also, you can offset from origin. Maybe you just leave about 1 gap from origin, and this one maybe also maybe that one may be okay. Let's click OK. Now, when you set modify, you have to set current for it to take effect. You now click OK. Close. Now you come to dimension. Go to update, select your dimension, and press enter. It will update it to the current setting. Okay. Now, anyone that we're doing now will take effect from there. So take another linear from here to here. Okay. You can see this is 100. Okay. Take another linear from this point to the midpoint of this line. Okay. That is another one here. Okay. Now you can remove this one if you don't like it. Then I'll come to this place, click align, and I'll get this point, and it's going to give me this. Okay. And I'll click linear to get this and this to be I don't know what has happened. Let me get linear from here to here. I don't know what happened. Give me 4 point. Maybe as we just turn everything back to let me change my dimension style. Modify again. I'll go to my primary unit. Let me just round up everything. Sorry, my primary unit is from here. Let me remove every other thing so that it will be whole number. I'll set current, and I will update. Let me come back to dimension, update. Let me select this in particular. It will change to that, so that my things will be. So I can do the remaining ones like that. I can dimension and update everything. I can update everything together so that it will not have any decimal because of the precision level. Now from here, now you can now finish the rest. You can dimension your arc. This is the radius this way. You can dimension the diameter of this one. This is supposed to be around here, and you can also do the other remaining one here. From here to here. Okay, that should give you 30. Repeat. Sorry. Let me repeat dimension. dim linear. Sorry, I have to rush to finish up. Repeat linear. Pick a point here. Pick a point here. At times, if you want to get everything that you need to get, you can pick from this point here and this point here so that you can get it correctly. Okay. The same thing, you can pick from here so that you can get here. But unfortunately, I did not put all this in on the dimension, but I'm going to transfer them. Sorry. Get a point here. Get a point here. Okay, make sure that they are straight. Okay, that's all. Now I'm supposed to remove all these things to the dimension layer. So let me do that. Select all the dimension. This will allow me to be more organized using layer. So I'm selecting all the dimensions. I want to transfer them to the dimension layer. They will automatically inherit the color of that layer. So that is what layers are used to do. Now, now that I'm through, I will just quickly turn off my construction layer. Now you see everything is okay now. So thank you very much. This is where I'm going to stop. The other ones, we have how to draw text. You just click on text and you can label multi-line text. You can specify text and just type horizontal linear like that, and just click outside. Sorry, it's a bit smaller. You can double click and move to format, move to your text style, and change the, yes, you can change the height to probably 5 and apply and see how it is. You can change, you can say close. Sorry, yes. Yes, this is the text style. Okay. You can format the text style. Where are you? Let me see. Wow, this is okay. So you can just format this. You can, yes, you can see formatting is here. Aha, this way you can probably get text height to be 5. Probably you get yes. Here's where you get some or what you can just do, select it and say quick property, and then the text height is 0. I want to change it to 5. Aha, this is what I'm looking for. So when you change it to 5, then it will be able to something like that. So this is just to, I can do zoom extent, and this is, and then you can now send this to your layout where you can be printed. So I'm going to stop here. Okay, I need to exit here. Yes, so you can do other fine tuning. Now, so far so good. This is, let me finally round up here. So this is what I expect to be able to do. And for the other assignment, I've shown us how to just type add AutoCAD Design Center, Add Center, and you click here. Then you should be able to, it will load the AutoCAD Design Center, and from there you will find for the circuit element you want to find, you can see them here. You go to sample, English US, Design Center, you see basic electronics. We have analog integrate, and then you see these are the components you need to draw the circuit. Battery, capacitor, circuit, diode, and diodes, antenna, all this. Thank you very much. I'll stop here for the sake of the video not being lengthy. Bye for now.